The pain point is where did it come from? A lot of all these malware, cyber attack, very stealthy. They are very quiet. So no need regarding protecting those server being attacked.
Is zero trust now the backbone of all the cybersecurity leaders or the entire, cybersecurity? When we talk about building a strategy.
Cybersecurity is not only about IT anymore. IT, I think a lot of company learn from all these many years of what happened within themselves and outside. They learn to strengthen. But in the all this hyper connected world, it is also IoT side and OT security lah. OT means all this operation technology whereby things are a bit more complicated. For example, IoT and OT, all these devices, they are not like what we have for the PC or server. PC or server, they are considered, they have a big memory, they have high advanced OS. But in terms of IoT, the devices are primitive, the OS are primitive, and it is not easy to even patch them, right? So that's where Zero Trust become very helpful in guiding the protection. Zero Trust, there are three principles. One is keep to the access level to the minimum, meaning we shouldn't run unnecessary access. So keep the access to the least privilege so that the attack, it doesn't have big impact.
Hello and welcome to the mainstream. I am Simran Shiwalkar, your host for today, and we are back with a new episode of Voice of CISO. Today I have with me Mr. Justin Ong. Firstly, Justin, thank you so much for being a part of the series.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience.
Thank you too as well. Justin is an APAC CISO as well as CPO, which is the Chief Privacy Officer for Panasonic Asia Pacific. He needs no introduction. I will still take this opportunity to share a few things about Justin. When it comes to navigating the evolving digital threat landscape, Justin doesn't just react, he rethinks the way security fits into business. As the APAC CISO and the Chief Privacy Officer at Panasonic, he wears dual hats with clarity and conviction. From securing IoT ecosystems to orchestrating regional IT transformation, he blends hands on expertise with big picture vision. In today's episode, we'll explore his journey, how the new challenges and the decisions and mindset that kind of define the modern day CISO. Without any further ado, let's begin. Firstly, Justin, thank you so much for being a part of the series. And like I said, you're currently wearing two hats. You're leading both cybersecurity and also the privacy part of the business as a chief privacy officer, with both being the two high pressure functions. So, can you tell us a bit about this role and what's involved at the core of it?
Correct. These two roles really closely related. As a chief privacy officer, my main priority is to focus on the organization responsibility to protect personal data we collected for our digital platforms and to help the business to gain market insight so that they can make informed decision to adapt to the markets. So this is coming from legal compliance regulation. So same time, it also required us to ensure we have a sufficient and appropriate cybersecurity strategy to protect our digital footprints. They are interconnected. So in that sense, as my role, I need to connect with various stakeholders, align with business strategy, so that overall it is about ensuring our business strategy they are executed effectively to be competitive at the same time. We fulfill the compliance required expected of us. Panasonic being the MNC, it is important to ensure the trust of our customer consumer in Panasonic. We value this trust a lot, and so we need to give our best effort to ensure this trust is to ensure this trust is warranted. So this is important.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, Panasonic being an MNC and a known, being an MNC and a renowned name in the industry for so many years with a legacy, I'm also aware that Panasonic works extensively with IoT. So, can you help us with some real world challenges that that you've seen from your personal experience when it comes to securing connected environments?
Let me address this from two perspectives. One is internal. IoT is very convenient. They are very cheap. So in a way, our employees they can buy easily off the shelf. And in a way, also sometimes this is not registered. So employee can plug in to our network for their business purpose lah. So there is no due diligence to ensure necessary cybersecurity or this risk management and compliance. So this is quite challenging. The other one is we also provide IoT into our products, smart products. So it is also important for us to protect our products from being leveraged or taken advantage at compromising the safety of our customer and consumer. These are the two areas we need to address. So what's important is we need to have continuous monitoring, whether internal or external, regarding the threats to see whether there are any abnormally traffics coming in so that we can step in to take necessary action to kind of counter this kind of cybersecurity attack.
Absolutely. Well, Justin, on the other hand, the role of CISO today is evolving. I'm sure you have also seen the change throughout the years. We talk about a landscape which is getting complicated day by day when we talk about the threats and the risks involved. Well, no one loves an incident, but every CISO has a
Mm.
story. So, can you share a moment that tested your response strategy and what were the major key takeaways from that incident?
Yep, nobody can prevent cyber attack. Happens not about if lah. It's when. So it's a matter of time. So what we do need to do is learn to fall forward. I mean, learning from all this incident, it can be painful, but it is also an investment, all this experience. So a few years ago, we have this attack regarding unauthorized access to our information. So at the point of time, it was discovered, and the pain point is where did it come from? A lot of all these malware, cyber attack, very stealthy. They are very quiet. So not only regarding like protecting those server being attacked, we need to also make sure to clean up internal environments, any hidden malware. So we actually took a long time because we were not prepared for this kind of very stealthy attack. So we need to get external service provider come in, do forensic investigation. Took a long time. It took a long time. The question from our top management is, are we safe? Are we secure? And being multinational company, we have a global footprint. So the question is, where is the attack vector coming from? From where? Is it from Asia or from other region? That is the point. And when there's a cyber attack, the question is, how can we report, right? Report to authority and give confidence back to our external stakeholders, not only shareholder, but consumer, our customers, and our suppliers. So it's very painful just to ascertain we okay. Can we say we are okay? Those are the pain points. So through that we come to know we need to always prepare for a cybersecurity incident at all times. So it require us to environment, for example, to install EDR so that we have a clear picture. Are we okay? So and we also formulated like tabletop exercise. So regarding like when cybersecurity incident happen, how do we quickly come together? It's not only IT or security team. We also require legal, our legal team, our branding team in terms of communication, and also top management to come in because any announcement to authority, we have to go through all this protocol. So it's in a way it's completed. So at the same time, how to maintain confidentiality of the information. It is not like any IT incident. So it is a totally different ball game to manage that. So we learn through that. No need technology, but the process and the people. So that's how we strengthen our overall cybersecurity posture and response.
Wonderful. Next, I want to hear from you. We've already been hearing a lot about zero trust. It's become like a buzzword now.
Mm.
Is it really like, a buzzword, or is zero trust now the backbone of all the cybersecurity leaders or the entire, cybersecurity cybersecurity. When we talk about building a strategy to having a resilient, cybersecurity, so it's everywhere in the headlines. How are you actually bringing zero trust to life across teams and across tech stacks?
Yep, it is a basic framework, kind of easy to adopt to ensure because cybersecurity is not only about IT anymore. IT, I think a lot of company learn from all these many years of what happened within themselves and outside. They learn to strengthen, but in the all this hyper connected world, it is also IoT side and OT security lah. OT means all this operation technology whereby things are a bit more complicated. For example, IoT and OT, all these devices, they are not like what we have for the PC or server. PC or server, they are considered, they have a big memory, they have high advanced OS. But in terms of IoT, the devices are primitive, the OS are primitive, and it is not easy to even patch them, right? So that's where Zero Trust become very helpful in
Correct.
guiding the protection. Zero Trust, there are three principles. One is keep to the access level to the minimum, meaning we shouldn't run unnecessary access. So keep the access to the least privilege so that the attack, it doesn't have big impact. So this is the first principle. The other one is verify continuously. The whole idea is, we shouldn't kind of only check once a year, but we need to verify continuously about all these vulnerabilities or all this exposure to the threats. So this will require investment in technology. So third one is assume breach. So just now I share, it is also to prepare in the worst case. We have to prepare for the worst case. When something happens, the whole idea is to step in quickly to contain the breach in the, soon as possible. So these are the three principles we can adopt. How do we adopt zero trust? It is about doing it earlier with any new initiative. There are all these, exciting digital initiative being planned out. The whole idea is we have to be involved with all this project team in all this new initiative and to work with them to build privacy and security from the beginning based on this principle. So at the end, all these digital services or new initiative, AI, when we roll out, they are robust and resilient.
Fantastic. Next, I want to know from you. We are already hearing the buzz about AI as well. And I'm sure in cybersecurity, it has become both ally and an enemy both. So,
Mm.
from your point of view, what is your take on AI or any upcoming tech that you are personally, excited about or cautiously optimistic? Can you tell us a bit about emerging technology and your perspective?
Definitely, AI is a big wave, so it's a mega trend. It can help the business side. We also have all these additional risks. So coming back, we need to make sure, especially with all our staff, know how to make use of AI in a responsible way. So the whole idea is we want to encourage transparency. So in our organization, it's important to encourage transparency. So for example, our organization, we encourage adoption of AI. At the same time, organization, we try to identify those corporate platform for the use of the staff rather than they quietly do, use AI for their work. And sometimes all this personal AI, can cause the issue of leaking confidential information.
Right.
So the important is to have transparency and governance. So organization, we should look out those solutions that can comply with security at the same time, provide all this empowerment to the staff so that can use it without too much concern about, all this issue of confidentiality. So this is one of the things. It also means for me, I need to stay ahead to consider all this future technology business is really kind of thinking and start acting, start talking to top management and start getting ready. So this is the area I have to quickly, sense what is happening, what is going to happen, and talk to all these business leaders, their thoughts, where is consideration in terms of business strategy, so that I can partner with them quickly and proactively work with them to help them to ensure all this compliance and regulation concern.
Absolutely. Lastly, Justin, before we wrap up, I
Mm.
also am curious to know from you any best practices or any key recommendations that you would want to give out for somebody who's wanting to start out in cybersecurity today, especially when we talk about the next gen CISOs or next gen cybersecurity leaders who want to step into the CISO role? Any best practices?
Yep, for CISO, the role is not only technology. The role is also about, now we mentioned about the risk, about the compliance regulation. So the CISO need to wear many hats, need to connect with different stakeholders. So technology definitely is there, but I think for those thinking to build their career in CISO, need to consider beyond technical part and the technology part. So it's about all this process and people. I think one of the things is very important is to work with business side, not so much as a policeman, because sometimes people see security or cybersecurity as the policeman trying to catch them. I think it is important to kind of partner and make friends with all these business leaders and to complement them. It's not so much give them a set of rules and after
Right.
that kind of use it, hammer them when they fail the compliance. So it is important to help them, provide advice that they are comfortable to come and talk and discuss. So I talk about governance, I talk about transparency. So this is important. So this kind of engagement management skill is important. So in summary, it's not so much doing the job IT security. It's not so much about also risk avoidance. It is business security, business comfort. Without business, no point talking about security. It's about business. So it is about helping business to be resilient so that they know they can take all this the journey, AI or digital, being confident that they not only address the business challenges, but they fulfill all this regulation.
Wonderful. Justin, thank you so much for sharing your best practices and your insights with us today. And I'm sure we all can collectively agree today cybersecurity is not just, it goes beyond building a resilient infra and ecosystem. It goes beyond having that kind of security and protection. Today, it has become a kind of business enabler for every organization. Thank you so much for being a part of the series and sharing your journey with us along with some incredible insights. I'm sure we all have a lot to take away from this episode. While we wrap up, I look forward to connect with you again.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Justin.